Alright, so Bill Gates released a statement responding to Trump's victory in the 2024 U.S. election. We're gonna get into that. He's potentially looking at wanting to be a part of Trump's team, but it's based on how you read it, and yeah. Why this is important? If you've been following my series I've been doing on Gates now for around like a few weeks, Gates has been hit with a lot of stuff lately, and a lot of it goes back to a certain person who, unalived himself in prison, who he was very close to, and, you know, there's a lot of other things that happen in the world that he has really, really interesting connections to. But let's read this article. I've noticed that I've gone to Indian news networks more than American and Canadian. That just goes to show you how corrupt our media is over here in North America as a whole. But we'll read this. I'll give you my opinion, and yeah. Hope we can work together now. Bill Gates. Congratulatory message for Donald Trump. And for you guys remember, Bill Gates gave massive donations, not only Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton, you know, conveniently any politician that has been linked to the Clinton administration. But that's another thing. That's another topic. I'm not trying to get taken out. Tech mogul Bill Gates congratulated Republican Party leader Donald Trump on several social media platforms, including Instagram, X, and Threads. Taking to X, Bill Gates said, "Congratulations to President Trump and VP-elect Vance. America is at its strongest when we use ingenuity, innovation to improve lives here in the U.S. and around the world. I hope we can work together now to build a future for everyone." Bullshit. Um, Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates also congratulated President-elect J.D. Vance. The New York Times reported that Bill Gates donated over $50 million to a nonprofit organization. The organization supported Kamala Harris, Melinda French Gates' former wife. Yeah, we all know why she left him. Publicly supported Harris during the election campaigns. She calls Harris the right candidate right now. Well, when you're saying that about somebody, that's not a good selling point. The right candidate for right now. Right now. She's the right candidate for right now. Maybe not the best one, but right now, when not only America's economy, but like the international and global stage is just nothing but, war, debt, everything bad in the world. But yeah. Trump has gotten over 270 threshold. Got Trump got over 270 threshold electoral college votes needed to win the presidency. That's not very good English, but I mean these guys are from India. I'm not gonna dock them on that one, and my English is probably worse than theirs. This will be only the second instance of a president serving two non-consecutive terms in the White House, the first in over 100 years. Grover Cleveland served as a non-consecutive president in 1884 and 1892. Trump had earlier served as president from 2016 to 2020. You know that other tech barons like Tesla, Elon Musk, Amazon founder Jeff Bezos, Facebook Mark Zuckerberg, and Microsoft chairman Satya Nadella also congratulated the 47th president of America. So, now, why is this so important? And why is Bill Gates coming out and congratulating Trump so significant? Well, if you've been following my series of videos on him, Bill Gates is going to trial in the Netherlands over the complications to a certain medication that he was a very big proponent of mass producing and forcing the public to take, and we'll see what goes on there. But to me, you can call me right wing show or whatever. This really does look like a guy desperate to find a lifeline. Like, you know, the Bill Gates is the second richest person in the world, excluding the Saudis. The Saudis, like the reason the Saudis aren't on any Forbes or, or whatever, is because the money, like Saudi money compared to celebrity money, politician money, like they could buy entire countries if they wanted to, for shits and giggles. But you look at somebody like Gates, who doubled his net worth over 2020 up until 2024. It's something of note, and you gotta talk about 2020. You gotta talk about how the media completely twisted so many stories, and they got behind Biden, who did no media, who did no interviews, who, looked really good in debates. But I mean, you saw what the last one did for Biden, man. And honestly, TK, here's another thing. This is another theory. I don't know if you guys have been watching the clips of Biden lately. I always think Biden was either playing the dementia thing because they told him to, or he was playing into it for the bit. Um, Regardless, though, I don't agree with uh, Biden and his policies and his history as a senator and all of that. But it has to be of note that you have all of these major headwinds. Uh, we've been talking about the one lot where you roll out the dough, you put some sauce on it, and then you usually put like cheese and whatever toppings you want on that. Um, I've been talking a bit about that one on here, and you know, Bill Gates is a prime suspect of that one. But yeah, we'll see. And but for Trump though, I feel like, and I've said this in a lot of my other videos, this time around, Trump know Trump has a better understanding of what he's walking into. Obviously, he didn't before, but he knows not to trust. He knows how the media will react. That's what helped him win in 2024. You can say what you want about 2020, but 2024, by going on JRE, by doing, the amount of events that Donald Trump does is, beyond any other politician, beyond any other celebrity. Like, this guy travels to every city, no, no matter, no matter how red or how blue, this guy went everywhere. And it paid off significantly, you know. Whether you want to admit it or not, the blue party down there tends to be the party that the billionaires, the millionaires, and the celebrities, and the deep state. All of them, you know, champion behind this specific party, and nobody tries to, you know, address it. Nobody's pointing this out. Like, you know, Bill Gates was probably one of the biggest reasons Bernie Sanders lost both of those fights. Bernie Sanders should have been the candidate in 2016. He should have been the candidate in 2020. But man, once the machine when it's up and running and operational, you cannot beat it. But as far as Bill Gates working with the Trump administration, I'm sure what he meant by this is, you know, maybe funding more projects to help with climate change, whatever it may be, this green energy push, which I have my own opinions on that. I can make a probably hour long video telling you why I think energy, Green New Deal, and all this stuff is completely stupid. Don't get me wrong, I do think taking care of the environment is important. As anybody does, but I'm just saying natural gas is probably better to pump out than lithium batteries that are toxic and you know have multiple cancer causing symptoms. But you know, obviously with technology though, it gets faster, it gets safer, all that stuff. And really, you want um, a diverse energy grid. I don't know how we're getting onto that topic though, but yeah, we've been over the lab that he funded. Um, that was working into research that is very, very unique to what's going on now in the world with a certain thing going around that you're not allowed to say on YouTube. But yeah. All in all, though, I don't know, dude. I could see him getting away with it. I can see him sliding through another 4 years. I can see him getting away with it for the rest of his life. He is reaching 80 in that. But, yeah, man. It's. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. The, the fact that that Netherlands trial um, determined that Bill Gates was fit to stand in that jurisdiction. That's huge, dude. But yeah, we'll have to see. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about Bill Gates's congratulations to President Trump? Do you think I'm reading into it too much, or do you think, okay, it's awfully suspicious for a guy with all this stuff going on around him to be trying to work with the presidential administration while all this stuff is going on? Other than that, though, like, share, comment, subscribe, and yeah.